Good morning, guys. How you doing? Welcome to the Morning JB show. I hope you're well. I'm your host, James Boardman, and today we're going to be talking about, are you in your comfort zone? So if you are coming through, please do drop a like, a comment and a share. Let me know that you've come through. So we are Friday, getting ready for the weekend, off the hangover of the bank holiday. So I hope you're looking forward to having a great weekend. So today we're going to focus on for those guys that are particularly in that comfort rut. And the comfort rut is almost being comfortable, weirdly enough, with being uncomfortable. And being uncomfortable is almost continuously going through the same mindset of self-sabotage, of being unhappy, of still not making your workouts, of still being stressed and frustrated with work and work-life balance and not getting enough time for yourself. But what ends up happening is that you become comfortable in that aspect, so much so that you're too afraid to maybe step out of that zone and actually do something about it. Too afraid of the hard work it's going to take, think maybe it's too late, maybe think it's too hard for you. So I think it's something that we really need to make aware in our minds. The whole point of this post or podcast, depending on how you consume it, is really to raise the self-awareness that is going on. Pack it in now, Digby. Fucking dogs sabotaging my live feeds continuously. So we need to bring that unconscious mind to light. So how do we do that? So what I need you to do, and maybe it's worth some reflection over the weekend, is to think about, have you slipped into this comfort zone? Have you slipped into the comfort of saying, well, I'm too busy, I don't have time, you're neglecting yourself, you're eating the wrong foods, you're drinking too much booze, your habits are wrong, you're not making enough effort of yourself. Have you kind of got used to that? Now, getting out of that zone is super difficult, it's really tough. So I'm working with up to 40 guys in my latest 6-week Zero to Hero program. And the guys are doing really well. But what we're starting to find, and what I always see for a lot of guys, is after 2-3 weeks, reality of life coming back into play. Overwhelming responsibilities, work-life balance, being a dad, being a husband, going through a breakup, mum or dad being ill. All of these things, bang, come straight back into play. So although we start off really enthusiastic about our program, what ends up happening is that real life smothers them. And we fall back into that comfort bowl. Ooh, you know, where we just used to go, and this is just the way I live my life. This is just the way it happens. So what we have to build up is a series of routines, a series of structures, a series of habits. Now for me, something I work on and really truly believe in when it comes to people changing the way they look, fat loss, nutrition, mental and emotional well-being, it all comes down to personal management. Now, if we can shift the way that we think about personal management and actually introduce it into our lives by having routine, habits, disciplines, better patterns, then I feel that we can, first of all, tackle life, then tackle our fat loss, our fitness, our gains in the gym, nutrition, building our business, building our relationships. But what we have to try and do is work them parallel together so that they grow together. And then when they grow together, you grow as a human being. And I think the other thing to think about is that when you are on this journey and when you are trying to improve yourself and when you're trying to get out of the comfort rut, you have to do it slowly but surely. You can't do all of this at once. It has to be a methodical growth plan, a strategy, getting 1% better each day. So to start with, it might be just a case of raising your self-awareness for a week or two. Then it might be a case of raising your routines, your morning routines, your evening routines, your transition routines from work to personal space, to be present at home. To get those morning routines in, we start slipping in mobility, walks, runs, swims, whatever it's going to be where we sweat. Then we look at our planning. We plan our day, we understand prioritization, we understand weekly planning. We then start to have some structure to work from. And all of that can be done over a 3-4 week period. It doesn't have to be done right away. And I couldn't expect people to suddenly go onto a 6-week program when they can't even organize and manage themselves, and then suddenly expect for them to get results at the end of the day. So a lot of the times in my programs, we focus on personal management. It's not all about the press ups and the star jumps, because first of all, we've got to be able to show up to do the press ups and the star jumps. And that means personal management. So if you're in that comfort rut right now, if you have been stuck in that mindset, if you've been stuck in that progression block where you are just not moving forwards, where it's just Groundhog Day, where it's just the same shit but a different day, and you are living for the weekends, and you are wondering why things are never changing, it's because you are stuck at the bottom of that bowl, and it's time to start climbing out. And over the weekend, you need to have a real good think about it in your head about what is stopping you moving forwards. What are the little things that you can implement into your day, into your routines, into your habits, that are going to start moving the needle closer to where you want to be. Because I see so many people staying still, not moving forwards, becoming more and more unhappier. And no one is going to do it for you. No one is coming to save you. This has to be done by yourself to start with. You have to make the decision if you want to coach. You have to make the decision if you want to go on a program for help. It all comes from you, and you should want to do it for you. You shouldn't be sitting on the fence. If you know you need help, you shouldn't be thinking about it. If your car needed a new clutch, you take it straight into the mechanics. If you need a new clutch, i.e. a new body, mindset, emotional well-being, then take it to the mechanics of fitness, which is me. All right? You shouldn't be thinking twice about it. This is you. This is your health. This is your one life. This is your one opportunity to be better mentally, physically, and emotionally. So you've got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You've got to stop being in the self-pity bubble. Been there, and I spent 3 years, I wasted 3 years of my life and missed valuable time with my kids because of it, because I wasn't the best version of myself. All right? So some Friday kick up the arse motivation, get yourself up, start thinking a little bit more about yourself, and just start doing things that are going to benefit you in a 1% growth rather than a 1% deficit, okay? Because if you start going down a deficit, you start going deeper into that comfort rut, and you start hating yourself even more. You start getting more and more frustrated with yourself. You drink more, you eat more, and relationships start breaking down, all right? I only ever say the truth because I want the best for you. I want you to be the best version of yourself. So you don't end up like I fucking did for 3 years, wasting 3 years of your life thinking, is it all worth it? Is it all worth fucking even staying alive, all right? We need to be the best versions of that as we can be, all right? So share this message, fucking pull your socks up, stop feeling sorry for yourself, start stepping up, start getting out of that comfort rut, and let's start being the very best version of yourself. Super excited to say that we are going to be releasing my waiting list for those that want to join us at the end of September for the next 6-week program. Okay, it's just a case of you being on the priority list if it's something that you're thinking about. We're going to change the way you live your life. Have an amazing Friday. Massive gratitude for all of you watching and listening. I've been receiving so many great positive messages recently, so it just makes me even more confident to keep striving on with this journey to help you guys out. All right, have a good one. I'll catch you soon.